Decided to have a little day off from work today, so I thought I'd check out the old stomping grounds, start with a Vinnie's, see if we find anything at all. Found some good stuff here before, but I've not been here for ages and ages, not since I moved. Good amount of DVDs, but there's nothing I want to get. That's interesting. Final Destination 2 with a bonus disc. Really just kind of picked through. Nothing for me, really. Got a bunch of comic books. So this one, Planet of the Apes. I think Mike would love that. Cool artwork. I don't remember a man's face melting off. So I did find one thing there, you probably won't see it in the pickups recap. 12th Man box set. it's a hell of a cover art. Probably worth around $60 brand new, so $10 is a hell of a deal. Really good deal actually. So Lifeline down the road, we'll check it out too. Here we are. I'll be honest, I haven't found anything in this store, but I've only been here twice before and I've yeah, that's it. Never found anything in this store, but we'll check it out.
Hello.
Hey, I'm doing alright. What's this one? Oh no, that's not the right one. I thought it was the drone horror movie. Another place that's putting these movies on the tables. Now we found a couple things, nothing amazing. $2 each. Once Upon a Time in America's an alright one. I have a copy of Rudy for sale already, hasn't sold, but get to another place. Here are the next stop, little salvos there tucked away. I found some really good stuff here in the past, but I've also come out empty-handed before. Just depends if there's anything in there I want. Not sure what they're building here. That looks interesting. Let's see if it's any good. So we found some cool stuff in that last one, a really big cool toy that I'll show you guys in the pickups recap. Got another salvos now, I'll get a clip of the front of the building and then we'll see what's inside. Familiar sights to long-time followers of the channel, salvos. It's good that they finally fixed this parking. People park on there all the time, it's fucking disgusting. Finally put some bollards and some trees to stop that shit. Look at the toys. And all these are Disney Infinity figures, but there's an amiibo in there. I'll grab it just for the amiibo. $9 is a good price. Pretty small selection of DVDs for today. Not really anything I want, unfortunately. So all the salvos are putting their prices up. Especially on the books. I wanted to grab the picture of Dorian Gray thinking, oh yeah, it'll be $1, but $4. Oof. It's a bit rich for my blood. It's not a lot of money, but you know, I'm not paying it. Not on a punt. So just grab them. I'll get my money back for the Mewtwo amiibo, and then the rest will all just be lotted together unless there's a good one in there. There's a big ass dog in that car. Must be guarding these DVDs for me. Doesn't look good. What's this one? Shark Week. Well, I'll dig through. If there's anything worth showing, you'll see it. These two look pretty interesting. This one's out of print, so I'll just get this one. This one's worthless. $3 is just too much for it. This is a pretty cool set, 007. I love all the artwork, but I just don't want to pay $30 for it. This place has heaps of DVDs. There too. And they're only $1. So I've grabbed a few. There's good ones I want to watch. Keep digging. There's a good one, Columbo. This would be a pretty good deal too. PlayStation 3 controller, $4. But P3 means it's not a official licensed one. I bought them before and they've been broken. At the Archerfield tip shop, and I found some games, $3 each, nothing amazing. They have heaps and heaps of DVDs. And see if there's any I want. There's probably going to be a couple. We'll have a look through, see if we find anything. Got some DVDs here. Have a look and see if there's anything I want. $2 each isn't bad. Dogma. Huh, never seen that version before. Pick that up for sure. What's this one? I'll look that up. I'll have more of a dig through, see if there's anything we want. This step monster. Alright, welcome back to the Pickups recap. We have quite a lot to show today and quite a varied assortment of items. I don't know if I've had quite this variety in my videos so far. We have some games, we have some electronics, some toys, some CDs, some Blu-rays, DVD-dizzles, even a vinyl record. So let's jump into it and show it all off. Quite a lot this week. Very, very happy with what I found. First up, I'll show you some free things. I went out to visit my dad. There's a cash converters near where he lives, and they're getting rid of all of their DVDs in the Capella Bar store. You know, they said, if you want these, you can just have them. They had a heap of DVDs, probably half a table's worth, but really nothing I wanted unless I wanted a bunch of seasons of like Scrubs or the Gilmore Girls. Not really my thing. I'm sure someone by now has taken them if they were free. My cat's been scratching up this box and makes the carpet look dirty. But I grabbed this one, the Back of Beyond 60th Anniversary Edition. Probably worth like $10 if you've got the Back of Beyond collection. It's worth a bit more. Pokemon the Movie 2000. I can't believe they're asking $9 for this. They never would have gotten that for it. I don't even think I'll get $9 for it on eBay, but they were free, so yeah, I bought them. Other than that, it's hard to know where to start. Well, I know what this one was. But I had my day off of work. I found this at the Vinnie's in... Better not show that. The Vinnie's in... near... Mount Omni. I don't actually remember the name of the suburb. This is brand new sealed, the 12-man box set. All the CDs in there, brand new sealed. It's just as bad on the back. Bloody hell. Let's put that down. But that was $10. I should get at least $50 for it. There's a lot of sold copies online, pre-owned for $50, so I should get at least $50 plus shipping for a brand new copy. Found these two at the Lifeline that was across the street from that store. For $2 each, we have Rudy here. I have a copy of this up for sale already, but got another copy for when that one sells. And Once Upon a Time in America, really good Sergio Leone film. I just sold a copy of this for, I think, $14, so for $2 I get another copy in. Get another copy on the eBay store. I don't remember exactly where I got these. I think this was in the Capella Bar area too. There's a little op shop there that I found some good DVDs in the past. We have the 10th anniversary collection. Don't know why it says collection. It's only one movie of Dogma. It's got just the normal disc in there. I'm not sure if it's supposed to come like that or if it has a 10th anniversary disc. It's supposed to come with instead. But it wouldn't surprise me if they just repackaged unsold copies of this movie. Not worth heaps anymore. I remember once upon a time I got $40 for a copy of Dogma. Now you can get maybe 10, 15 if you're very lucky. I'm actually going to christen something in this video. It's called the Sione effect. And it's a umbrella term I'm using for any physical media that was worth quite a bit once, and then for whatever reason fell in value. Something that's out of print. So something like Sione's Adventure, Dogma, Getting Square. These movies were all worth over $20 once upon a time, and now you'd be lucky to get, 10, 12, 15 for any of them. And for whatever reason this happens, I'm christening it the Sione effect, in honor of Sione's wedding. We have Isola, or Isola. Chihiro suffers from multiple personalities and one of them is deadly. Sounds very interesting. Showed this one to the wife. She said, yep, we're getting that. She loves these Japanese horror movies. I assume it's Japanese. Chihiro sounds like a Japanese name. It sounds a lot like that Split movie. I'm not sure if it's anything like it. We'll give it a watch. And brand new, I can only find brand new copies of this online, and they're all going for $60 plus. I don't know if any of them have sold, but this is a pre-owned copy. It is Mr. Reliable. I'm not sure if I'll check this out. It is an Australian movie, but I'm not really interested in crime stuff. It has to be very specific crime stuff. Mr. Reliable there. The disc is mint. I'd probably call it like new, but it'll be listed as very good. Hopefully we can get a good amount for that. I'll show some of the stuff from my day off. So first up, that was from my day off too. We went to a Salvo's, and they had this stuff here. I just want to watch this one, Tarzan. I remember this being a really great movie, except for Roseanne the gorilla. I'll give it another watch. I bought this one to sell. Holiday's coming up. The Ultimate Holiday Collection includes 9 stories. This should be a good one to list up and sell come the Christmas season. Another copy of the Magic Pudding. I think I already have a copy of this listed, but there's another one there for when and if that copy ever sells. It is in good shape. It's just got like weird fingerprint marks or something on it. I'll clean them up. This is a weird one. Sometimes I'll list a copy and it'll sell immediately. Other times I'll list a copy and it'll take a month or two to sell, but it does always eventually sell. And also from there, a cool thing I wanted for myself, we have Exodia from Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember this toy from when I was a kid. I always wanted one and could never have it because it was big and expensive. I looked up a lot of comp searches. It doesn't go for heaps, maybe like $20 or something. Not heaps. I was expecting this to go for a lot more considering its age and condition and whatnot, and the fact that it has this, which a lot of ones seem to be missing. But even with this ball here, it seems to only go for about $20 plus a little bit of shipping. So for $4, I think I'll just keep it. It'll be a really nice thing to display in my game room. I can always sell it if I ever want to get rid of it. Like, people don't remember, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Was big back in the day. Pokemon cards were big, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Was up there too. Why doesn't he want to stand? There we go. Have to pivot his hips a bit. From the Pennywise in Goodna, I always find good stuff there. Owen treats me really well, very nice guy. Very opinionated about black people and women in movies, but that's a discussion for another time. He doesn't like when they replace the characters of black people, the old characters. I told him, I don't give a shit about that stuff. If it's good, it's good. It doesn't matter if the person's black, Asian, whatever. I will say, though, I don't generally watch remakes, so maybe he's talking from experience more than I am. It seems like they always remake stuff. I don't tend to watch a lot of remakes. For 95 cents here, you've got some good movies. V for Vendetta, brand new sealed. I'll throw that up on the eBay. Smokey and the Bandit 123. Just sold a copy of this for over $10, so for 95 cents, could get another copy of that. I feel like I've sold a copy of this before. 10? With Dudley Moore? I don't think that's Dudley Moore on the cover. I think that's Bo Derek. The very wet hair. I've never heard of this movie. I've never seen it, I should say. I have heard of it. This was brand new sealed, so I thought for 95 cents I'll grab it. Not something I'd really watch. Small Soldiers, something I would watch. This one didn't have a price tag, but I got it for 95 cents as well. Good deal for that. I like Small Soldiers, even if Joe Dante isn't the best filmmaker. His films are very hit and miss. Hit or miss, even. Slither, this is a good one to watch with my wife. She loves horror movies. Feed the Fear. I've seen this before, but I don't remember heaps about it, other than it's kinda gross. Well, we should enjoy watching it. And, Grease and Grease 2, I bought this because Olivia Newton-John passed away, and I actually haven't seen Grease in a long, long time, so I'm going to give these a watch and probably sell it afterwards. I don't think these go for very much, even though she's passed on. I try not to buy stuff from people who have just passed on. I know it's like, they don't care what you do when they're dead, but I feel a little scummy, so I'm just going to watch this one probably, and probably not. I'll probably sell it, who knows. Oh, Grease 2 has Michelle Pfeiffer. It sure does. Never seen Grease 2, never in my life. From the Lifeline and Goodna, they are like, the stuff there is like junk, man. I don't know if they're taking stuff from like a dug through warehouse, or if they're taking like the remnants of Bookfest, but it's hard to find anything good there. Even this stuff, I took it up to the counter and told them, hey, look, man, what's going on here? Aren't you checking anything? And these weren't here the last time I was there. Said, oh, someone probably stole them, but I'm more willing to bet they never checked them. Yeah, Nintendo DS there. They gave them to me for free, I figure. If I ever find the cartridges loose, maybe I can pair them up. I can just repurpose the cases. I did find Getting Square. This has also been affected by the Shonei effect. This used to be worth over $20. Now you'd be very, very lucky to get maybe 12 for it. There's a lot of copies online. I think what happens with a lot of these is they're a bit obscure. Maybe they have an anniversary or something, like 10, 15 years, and someone makes a big Facebook post, it goes viral, people go and buy the DVD copies available, and they're spending $25 for a copy of an out-of-print movie. That's not that rare. And then it becomes more valuable, but then over time it does go back down in value. So Getting Square, I think I've once got $35 for a copy of this, but now I'd probably get 12. 12 if I'm lucky. I went to the Sherwood area as well, just to check out the op shop. Not a whole lot to find, couple of DVDs. I got these for $1 each. Queen, under review, 1973 to 1980. It's one to sell. And Barbarella, Queen of the Galaxy. I think Jane Fonda was really against making movies like this, but she still made them anyway. Yeah, Jane Fonda was she was a well-known feminist, wasn't she? She was very much against the objectification of women, but hey, when the money's right? Yeah, there you go, Barbarella. That's one to watch as well. Had not seen that in a very long time. And for $9, I probably would have left this behind if I had a few more stuff to buy, but I didn't want to just grab 2 DVDs, so I thought I'll grab this as well. There's a bit of money to be made here. For $9, we have this Amiibo set. It's Amiibo and Disney Infinity. The only one that's really interesting in there is Mewtwo, and that's not worth heaps. You can probably get maybe $10 plus shipping for that, and the rest are pretty sure the rest are all Disney Infinity. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all Disney Infinity. They look like it. I don't know what this guy is. What is this? This guy doesn't have a little stand, so what is this guy? I'm gonna open it up. So he's nothing, just a little, little elf guy. I'll put him in the game room somewhere. I'll make a little bit on that. I'll probably list the Mewtwo for 10 plus shipping, and the Disney Infinity figures maybe 10, 15 plus shipping, so I'll make a little bit on that. Disney Infinity was something, unfortunately, that never took off in the same way that Skylanders and Amiibo did, and it's unfortunate because I think it would do a lot better now with all of the franchises kind of getting together. But I think back when they were doing it back then, it was overplayed in a crowded market that they were entering. I remember they tried to do Lego version as well, and it was just like, look, the kids already had the Skylanders, the ones that were a bit older had the Amiibos. The market was already covered. In the Goodnight area too, I went to the cash converters to grab this stuff here. Grabbed 3 PlayStation 4 games. I'll have to check my collection to see which ones I have, but I thought for $3 each, all of these looked pretty good. I still need to find a good place for them. They're just sitting on a shelf there, unfortunately. I'll probably straight up sell this one, Don Bradman Cricket. I don't know how much it's worth, but for $3, I thought it's got to be worth a bit more than that. I think some of these cricket games can go for a little bit, especially if they haven't made a good new one in a while. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim Anniversary Edition. I don't know if I have the Anniversary Edition. I have Elder Scrolls Skyrim on the PS4, but I don't know what version it is. Perhaps this is the better version to have. Really not sure. Yeah, I'm really not sure. Yeah, Skyrim, you can get it on pretty much any system. And also for $3, Thief there. I don't know if I have this on the PS4. I definitely have it on the PS3 because I've played it to completion on the PS3. But if it comes down to it, I think I'd rather have the PS4 copies of some of these movies. I'll probably keep the PS3 ones just because the PS3 is my big main collection, but if I want to play them, I'd rather play the PS4 versions, especially if they're the better version. We also grabbed from there Dante's Inferno, $3, a really good deal for that. I've actually got to compare this to my copy because I think my copy is a little ragged. Might be like missing a manual or something. $3 would be a really good upgrade for that. And this was a really good find. If you ever find these, definitely pick them up. Hell's Kitchen USA Season 6 of Gordon Ramsay. This was only $1 at the cash converters in Goodna. I don't know what they're doing with DVDs. I don't know if they're buying them or not. This was not there the last time I was there. Perhaps they're just being really picky with the ones they want to buy. These are well out of print. I don't know if they're on they must be on some streaming service, surely. Although, considering a copy of this has recently sold for $60, I wouldn't be surprised if these were just out of print. Highly desirable. You know, people love Hell's Kitchen, but if you're not catching reruns, it might be very hard to get like a full season worth of episodes. This was a great find. Really, really great find. I never find vinyl records. I do check sometimes, but it's always the same stuff. And, you know, vinyl records is one of those things, even in an op shop, a lot of people, a lot of workers tend to know their value somewhat, or they know at the very least that vinyl records can be valuable. So they'll overprice them or they'll price them right on the money. Same with everywhere. Not to mention that vinyl records are very highly sought after. You know, people. One of the first things people go for is vinyl records when they're reselling. You know, they go for the video games, they go for the vinyl records because they know music. And this was a really cool one to find. Def Leppard Hysteria. I think the only reason I found this is because it was in with a bunch of New vinyl records, they were $9 each as well. And none of them were worth over $20. You had like Rod Stewart, some Cher, but they were all albums from like 2018 and up. But this was the only one I found, and I looked at comped listings of original versions from 89 or 86 whenever this came out, and this seems pretty legit. It also helps that it's got a bit of age to it. While the other ones were obviously new and cared for. This one you could tell someone just had it and they played it. 1987, and I can't find anything. I can't find anything on it that would kind of signify that it's newer. It looks aged. So unless it's a very good job at faking it, I'm pretty sure this is real. And this should go for, in this condition, maybe $80. It's hard to say. Some have sold for over. I can't find any that have sold for under 90, the original pressing. I also, yeah, one sold for 150, but it's like new, so this obviously isn't like new if it's got a bit of damage on it. And I'm not very good with the vinyl records. I don't really know much about them. This is more my speed. I found this in an op shop, the Street Life in Goodna. Really cool find. I've been after another one of these for a long, long time. This is a DVD VHS combo player. The DVD there and the VHS. This was $15. Unfortunately, it did not come with a remote, which was almost a deal breaker for me, but I looked it up. I looked up complete listings, and I saw with the remote they're going for 85, 120, so I thought $15 is a really good price, and I never see these DVD VHS combo players. Not from especially not from good brands like Samsung. What really sold it for me when I was looking at it was on the back here. Something mine doesn't actually have is composite out. So I'll probably, if I can find some sort of remote to pair with this, I don't think it should be too difficult. I can't imagine it would have a frequency any different than any other kind of Samsung player, but I'll need to look that up. If I can get a remote to pair with it, then that's going to be my new one. Well, that's still a great find for 15. It's good to have a spare of those. God knows I don't make them anymore. These are random op shop finds. I can't actually remember all of them. Although I believe all of these are in the one place. We have here Reservoir Dogs, brand new sealed. I'm pretty much grabbing just any good, well-known movie that's brand new sealed. You know, people look for them even if they don't sell for heaps. Something like this, How to Make an American Quilt. Just yesterday I sold a copy of this for $10 free shipping. So for $1, brand new sealed, I get another copy. And you don't make heaps. You know, you might make $6, $7, but it's better than leaving empty-handed. You know, I'd rather have $6 in my hand than $0 in my hand. You know. Stallone, Judge Dredd. I have another copy of this online. I think I have another copy of this. Yeah, later on I have another copy of this. I have it listed for a fair price. This hasn't sold yet. This might be another one that's been hit with the Shione effect. There you go, Judge Dredd. I am the law. Israel from the Lifeline in Archerfield. I would not have paid $3 for most of these, but they were having a sale. All individual movies were $1 each, so they gave me all of these for $1 each. Once Upon a Time in the West, this is one to sell. Charles Bronson there, great movie. Haven't seen it in a long time. Memento, I believe I sold a copy of this recently and I don't have another copy to list, so now I do. Good movie too. House Hose of the Housing Commission. This is worth a little bit too, maybe in the $12 to $15 range, but I want to sit down with my wife and watch this because she's never seen it. You know, I told her, you know, you may be from Britain, but you're an Australian now, so you gotta watch this stuff. Soak in the culture. Like this, Danny Deck chair. Not worth heaps. I think copies sell for around $9. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I should be able to get 15 for this. I might watch it too. I really like the book as well as the sequel. I think it's got a few books. I think there's four in the series. I've read at least two of them. I read the original one of this, and I read the one where they've gone back in time to a prehistoric world, and the guy's trying to teach himself to fly by throwing himself at the ground and trying to miss. I think that one's called So Long and Thanks for All the Fish. Uh, had two copies of this. I thought I'd pick them both up. Mary Shelley Frankenstein with Robert De Niro. Very strange one. Never heard of Robert De Niro's Frankenstein. I think he's playing Frankenstein too. I wonder what year this was from. 1988. Maybe an awkward time in his career though. This is out of print. I don't think it's not worth heaps and heaps. I don't actually think I can find a sold copy of it, but there are people listing it for over $20. So I thought, for $1 each, if I can get $10 for a copy, I'm happy with that. I recently read the book The Ring, or just Ring, and I wanted to rewatch the movie, the Japanese version, to see how it compares. I actually found the TV movie on YouTube, and it was pretty good. It's a lot closer to the novel than this one is. I think they make some strange changes for this one. I think because in this one the main character is a woman, while in the book it's a man. And in this movie Ring, it's the Japanese version, but there's multiple versions of the movie from different years. This is the one more people would know, I guess. In this movie, it's a woman and her accomplice that's helping her solve the mystery is her ex-partner and the father of her child, I think. While in the book, the guy's an investigative journalist, and and he en, and he enlists the help of one of his fellow journalists, an eccentric, to help him. Good movie though. I would like to rewatch that one as well. Knights and Rodent. I've never heard of this one, but it's brand new sealed. I figured brand new sealed. Give it a go. Another copy of The Judge Dredd. Another copy of Once Upon a Time in America. And one I've never seen before, Falling Down with Michael Douglas. It's supposed to be a really, really good movie. I've just never sat down and watched it. So, for $1 for a Blu-ray, Joel Schumacher movie. Didn't he make? I'm pretty sure he made Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. This is supposed to be a lot better than those. It's about a motorist who just gives up in the middle of traffic and just wanders off and has a little adventure for the day. And like all these things end up going wrong. It's supposed to be a great, great movie. I've never sat down to watch it. And the last sort of stuff here. This was all from the Archerfield tip shop. I really love this tip shop. And it it's a lot like other places. Like I won't go to the Logan tip shop. I won't go to Bookfest anymore. I won't go to these like these jumble sales or anything because I know it's just going to be like madness there. It's going to be so hectic. The competition's going to be really fierce. People are going to be pushing and shoving. You're going to be shoulder to shoulder with people, and if there's one thing I've learned with COVID, it's that you just take it easy, man. It's not worth going to these big events on the first opening day, being shoulder to shoulder with people who fucking stink just to get some DVDs and some video games. And thankfully, the Archerfield tip shop, it's not there yet. I think it could definitely get there. It could get to that level of badness. But as for now, the Archerfield tip shop is pretty chill. If it does get to that point where it's like people are pushing and shoving and shit, like I'll never go again because I just don't have the patience for that anymore. Yeah, that's That's a game for someone who's not me. But that's neither here nor there. I just like to take it easy. I like to be chill. I like to take my time. I don't like people breathing down my neck, looking over my shoulder, looking at a DVD that I might be interested in, reaching over my shoulder, stuff like that. I just hate stuff like that. I want to. I'm easy going, and I want to keep it that way. But we paid $29 for all of this. I'm sure I missed some stuff because it's very strange for them to have just like one GameCube game. So who knows if I missed something. I was there a little bit late, but who cares? This is $1. Dan Brown, Angels and Demons. I'll listen to this while I'm driving in the car. Audiobook there. Mad Max Anthology. I've sold this before. I think there's a steel tin variant that goes for a bit more. That was a good one to get. All of this was $29 total, so it's strange to break it down. It's supposed to be $1 each for movies and $3 for games, but some stuff he'll look at and consider it a movie, so I get it a bit cheaper. Crush, brand new sealed. I don't think that's worth much. The Big Blue, brand new sealed. The Disaster Artist. If this was open, I'd probably sit down and watch it. I'm not the biggest fan of Seth Rogen, but James Franco has been in a few good movies, and I'm not a big fan of The Room, but I would like to sit down and watch it because I've heard it's just a good movie. This one was cool find. Die Hard, Speed and the Transporter, brand new sealed. It's all the brand new sealed stuff. We have the Royal Collection triple box set, Elizabeth, the other Berlin girl, I guess not Anne Boleyn, and Elizabeth the Golden Age. I'm really not into this stuff, but I thought it might be a good one to list on the old eBay. Same with this, the Daniel Craig Collection, Casino Royale. This is just James Bond movies. Casino Royale, I didn't even notice. Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, and Spectre. It's good movies, I guess, but I don't know why they called it the Daniel Craig Collection. They should have called it, the Modern Bond Collection or something. Nope, it's missing a disc anyway. Can't sell that. I guess I'll just have to watch them. Film starring Matthew McConaughey, Failure to Launch, and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. That one's in there. Film starring Sandra Bullock, Forces of Nature, and Premonition. Those are in there. Just nice little sets to list up online. Don't expect to get much for them. Getting Square. The Alcione effect in there again. I'll probably get like $10, $12 for that. This one was brand new too, The Martian. Matt Damon. I really like this one. Although we gotta stop sending Matt Damon to space. So this guy... We've rescued this guy like 3 times from space now. It's getting ridiculous. We rescued him in The Martian. We rescued him in Interstellar. It's getting out of hand. He didn't even want rescuing in Interstellar. Yeah, I've got some video games here, some good stuff. Nothing incredible, but some nice mid-range titles. This is probably the only one for my own collection, Wings of War. Xbox game I don't have. I don't know if this was released on the PS2, but there's some Xbox games that were released on Xbox and PC, and they don't have the only on Xbox label on them. It's a really nice condition copy for $3. That was a good deal. Thief Deadly Shadows, I'm definitely going to compare this to my copy because this is a really nice condition copy as well. It's even got the little hang tab that has been opened. Really good game. One of the best horror levels in a video game is in this game where you're in the insane asylum. It's a very long level, but it's very, very atmospheric, very spooky, a lot of tension. Although the tension comes from like an enemy catching you and sending you back to the beginning of your checkpoint. A couple of Wii games. I don't think they're worth much. Red Steel, figured I'd pick it up. And Lego Star Wars, A Complete Saga. They had 2 copies of this, but one was missing a disc. I think if I ever find games in this tip shop again missing a disc, because it happens fairly often where I'll find a game or something and it'll be missing a disc, I'm just going to take it up to the counter and ask if I can have it. Because otherwise this stuff stays there forever. Other people aren't taking this stuff up to the counter. I could be getting good cases that I can swap bad cases out with. Banjo-Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts, I think this is worth like 14, 15, not heaps. This might be one that had the Sione effect too, but it was re-released on the Xbox One in the rare replay. A couple of Need for Speed games. Need for Speed Underground, which is a good one to trade into CEX. They give good trading credit for that. And Need for Speed Carbon, the collector's edition. This was definitely one to sell on eBay. I didn't actually realize how much this was worth. Now, this has gone up in price. All of these Need for Speed games on the PC, definitely grab them if you ever see them, especially the older ones. I'd say from 2010 and previous, just grab them if you see them on PC, because they're worth a lot of money now. I think that one's over $50. And the coolest find, I think this might be the only GameCube game I've found all year. We have Smuggler's Run War Zones. I don't collect for the GameCube anymore. This isn't an exclusive, so I wouldn't be keeping it anyway. I do wonder, if they had other GameCube games they were bought, why would someone not buy this one, Maybe this was just a straggler that came in. The disc is pretty scratched. That might be why they left it, although I don't see GameCube games scratched or in good condition, so I don't know if it makes that much of a difference. Cool find, though. I used to have a good GameCube collection, but I sold it all. I don't need GameCube stuff. Yeah, those are my finds for the last week. I think I did really, really well. A lot of variation, lot of stuff I want to keep for myself, a lot of stuff to sell as well. A lot of great stuff to watch. Alright. I haven't actually shown my face on camera for a little while. There I am. Sing my house, bid you guys farewell. Have a good one. Stay safe. So if you stuck this far in, thank you very much for watching. I forgot to show you this. I bought this from the same place I bought all of those Lifeline DVDs. They were just putting this out, a nice skateboard. Do need to clean it up a little bit. It is a Element skateboard. $7, I was not going to leave that behind. Good wheels. A little bit of wear just from like normal use. People stacking it or whatever. But I can't find this particular board for sale on eBay. But I am going to list it up and hopefully get over $50 plus shipping. That's that.